People. Que pasa, sac say what they do. Now the first thing that is popping in the news is that we see Vybz-Kartel is in the news again for all the wrong or the right reasons, depending on who you ask. Now people, this was based on an article that was placed in a popular newspaper. And in this article, the head of the CIB, his name is Clinton Leng, he was asked, is there some investigation probe being done as it pertains to Vybz-Kartel and what the witness claim in the case as it pertains to Blackman case in the court right now? And basically, he gave an answer, and in his answer, he left the door open to speculation or assumption. This is basically what he says. Once there's any sorts of allegations as it pertains to takeaway, it is always investigated properly, thoroughly. So therefore, they are not going to leave any sorts of stones unturned. So pretty much he is saying, listen, what you hear in court, it might be a bombshell to you. However, it is not a bombshell to the prosecution. So therefore, when you see these bloggers come on social media and them claim, say, bombshell, bombshell. Yes, it is a bombshell to people that are listening from the outside. However, whenever they have a witness, if this witness is reliable, if this witness is the common man or top tier don, top tier criminal, top tier takeaway person, first thing first, this witness has to give a statement in the Popo station. So I say this to say that even though you see this case started a couple of weeks ago, the investigation has been for years, a couple of years in the making. So therefore, after he gave his statement, them check for what I'm going to say, and then it is rehearsed before it goes to trial. So therefore, the DPP, the investigators, CIB, the top branch detective investigators, they were already probing this. So therefore, him just make you know, say, yeah, that is our job. We do our due diligence. So therefore, if somebody is accused or alleges that somebody take away somebody, that is the least that they are going to do, investigate it. So people, that is exactly what he said. Now also, when the lawyer for Vybz-Kartel, Isaac Buchanan, was asked, he said that these three claims are allegations, even though the witness said that, listen, Vybz-Kartel take out two people or gave orders for two persons to be taken out at this location. And then he also ordered the takeaway of an unspecified, unnamed artist, popular artist. Vybz-Kartel lawyer said it has no sorts of bearing. He does not expect any sorts of investigation, any sorts of charge, any sorts of court case, any sorts of conviction, because people, like them say, these allegations have been made for years. And obviously, if the DPP or the prosecution were not incompetent, they would have acted on them. So therefore, more than likely, it's either the evidence is weak, they don't feel like they could go to courts with the evidence or the hearsay and put it in front of any reasonable jury, any reasonable judge, and get a favorable result. So therefore, him left it right there, sir. The prosecution left it right there. So basically, the lawyer is saying, listen, these persons, these witnesses, they are gunmen, them are takeaway people, them are done. So therefore, they have ulterior motive going in. Ulterior motive meaning sentence reduction, meaning no sort of time, meaning witness protection, get a different life, different ID in a different country, and get a better life, in other words. So therefore, they have a whole lot to gain and very little to lose. It is a win-win proposition as it pertains to these witnesses. So therefore, that is basically what Vybz-Kartel's lawyer is saying. Now people, the funny thing is that being somebody that is on YouTube and see the reaction of people. And people, I say this to say that it is not as if I already don't know how hypocritical, two-sided Jamaican people are. Because I notice now the same people that are saying that all of these dons, all of these gunmen, they are the filth of the world, the filth of this earth. However, now, because somebody tell them, say, listen, let's think otherwise. This man is now good. He has now become the hero. And people, the truth and the fact is that anybody that knows anything about law enforcement, prosecution, it is the worst thing for a prosecutor, a DPP, to have a witness that has baggage, a witness that can backfire anytime, a witness that does not have any sort of credibility. And people, don't get it twisted, don't get it misconstrued. I am not saying that a witness that is a ex-gangster or still a gangster, a gunman, has a couple of heads on his shoulder, he cannot be a credible witness. However, people, when persons have ulterior motive, when persons have an agenda that they are on, they are willing to do just about anything. So I say this to say that criminal elements in a society is now what the prosecution is relied upon to basically save the day. He is going to go from zero to hero, or from wicked man to good man. So people, me just say, you have to be skeptical about people like this, because like me say, it can backfire. Not saying that it will, because the truth and the fact is that we've seen big cases in a whole lot of countries, including Jamaica, America. Perfect example, Sammy the Bull. Perfect example, John Gotti. We see that they use a top hitman to basically testify against John Gotti, and it worked. So people, the moral of the story is this: not everything is as it seems. Hearsay, it cannot go to courts. Hearsay, it sounds good on social media, it sounds good on YouTube, because that is what we want. We all want a better Jamaica. However, people, court evidence, court facts, completely different. It is what the jury believe. It is what the judge deemed to be credible. And if the judge or the jury decide that, listen, that man's story sounds iffy, that man's story sounds 50-50, remember, as it pertains to murder, as it pertains to takeaway, it is without a shadow of a doubt. That means you can't have any sorts of doubt. 100% you're sure, point blank and period. Now, before I move to the next part of my video, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source, and I'll be pinning the link to that channel in the description of this video. Also, please subscribe to this channel, and when you subscribe, please press the notification bell or icon, and also press all in the option. Now people, the next thing that is popping in the news is that we see that it is official. The relevant authority, they did their official autopsy as it pertains to the cult leader. I am speaking about Kevin Smith. Based on the information, it is said that the cause of DEATH is the impact from that flip over, the impact of his vehicle getting lick, clot by a next vehicle, flip over, lick him head, lick him side, lick all sorts of places. He did not make it. It was unbearable. He could not take it. So therefore, people, what this does is that it clears or ends certain conspiracy theories. It ends certain things that persons were saying. Because if you listen to social media, based on what persons were saying, based on the fact that there was not any sort of BLOOD after he lost his life, they claim that he was taken out by the popo, and then the popo basically put him in the car like some sort of dummy, and then they staged the accident. However, people, this confirms, this autopsy proves otherwise. This autopsy also proves that this man, his body was there in the operating or the place where them test him and cut him open, rete, lele, blue, blah, blank. So therefore, he did not rise on the third day and is somewhere in a cult heaven, as a lot of you people might think. So people, like me say, this thing is following the protocols as it pertains to the relevant authority, the DPP, the court system, the justice system. This puts closure, it makes it official. However, people, the truth and the fact is that even though a lot of persons respect this man because they claim or still claims or they are still hypnotized and stuck on STUPID, if it was up to me, they could have taken that body, and this is no disrespect to the family. However, me just say, I feel as if this man is the lowest of the lowest. He is the worst preacher, false prophet, man of GAD that Jamaica has ever seen. However, what he did, some good came out of the fact that he lost his life. The fact that he basically put himself in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. However, people, like me say, if it was up to me, I would have just take the body down a riverton and just make whatever happen, point blank and period. However, people, like me say, even if you are the devil, you're going to have some people that respect you. You're going to have some sort of loved ones or friends that want some sort of official send-off. And I would expect that it is going to be packed because he still has a whole lot of sheepers. And also, out of curiosity, people like mix up them like blender, point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like I say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.